My name's Daniel. I'm making a video every day until Cleetus invites me to the Freedom Factory. On this episode, we're reviewing the Warrior Grinder. So I've had this grinder for a couple years now. I bought this as my second one. Originally I just had one and I'd have to switch cutoff wheels and all that stuff. So the cool thing is I actually have the older version of the cheapest Harbor Freight grinder, and we can compare those two together. So this is the new one, and this is the old one. They used to call it Chicago Electric, and this is now called Warrior. They're both the cheapest ones you could get at the time. This one's probably maybe 10 years old now. This one's maybe 2 years old. So here they are side by side. This is the old one. It's a little bit longer than the new one. The other thing I'm noticing is this one is a lot heavier than this one is. This old one has 11,000 RPM. This one has 12,000, so it does spin a little bit faster, allegedly. And then the amperage, this is 4.3 amps, and this one's 5 amps. And I've noticed using these two, this one is more powerful. So it's got more amperage it uses, and it's heavier. So that also backs it being more powerful. That's why I have my cutting disc on here, because I feel like you need more power to cut than to grind. So that's why I have them set up this way. So basically the new one, you gained a little RPM, lost some power, but it is lighter, which it makes it less fatiguing, which is kind of nice for grinding. So for me, it works out pretty well in that respect. The other thing, they moved the buttons over here. It's a totally different design, obviously, but they moved the button from the side to the top. That doesn't bother me in the slightest bit. I really don't care. I don't know if anybody else would care, but I don't care about that. So how do they stack up in daily use? Well, they work pretty good. I have no complaints. This one, I've gotten 10 years out of it so far, and I mean, that's pretty good for any tool. So no complaints on this one. It is a little on the heavier side, so I have had some fatigue in my wrist when I'm using it and stuff like that, but it's gotten the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for, right? Especially out of a cheap tool. This one, I have no doubt in my mind this will also make it 10 years. It seems to be built very well. It is a little bit lighter, which is kind of a plus, honestly. I mean, sometimes you want the power, but most of the time, being that little bit lighter is honestly nice, because you're using it a long time. So I do like the new one. I think it's a good compromise of weight and power and everything. So I think it was a good choice that they did what they did to this one. But if you're going from this one to this one, you might be disappointed if you're really looking for that power in what you do day to day. You might want to go up to something a little more expensive. That's probably the main difference. But other than that, I have no complaints about these for being cheap Chinese tools. They really work great. As always, I hope this information helps somebody out. They really are good tools for the price. Don't spend your money on some crazy expensive tool. You don't need it. I'm making a video every day until Cleetus invites you to the Freedom Factory. Here's a video right here on why I'm doing that. And I'm making a video every single day because I want to grow the channel. Ultimately, that's my goal, is to grow the channel so I can build more stuff. Like I said, I've built a lot of stuff on the channel with this grinder, both of these. And I just love building stuff, fabricating, making fun creations. And I need your help to do that. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.